What we've seen in the last couple of years is the import volumes of agri-commodities have surged more than 100% in the last 5 years. So there's a tremendous amount of cargo being shipped into Vietnam every year, and the trend is expected to continue. So which brings, of course, lots of challenges for the logistics industry to cope with such big amounts of volume being imported. The key challenges are, of course, infrastructure. So Vietnam has deeply invested in the last few years to be able to receive that amount of cargo in terms of ports. But from the moment the cargo arrives in the ports, the inland logistics is still not very well coordinated. And those are the key challenges for the coming years, is to really have a better coordination of all different players within that bulk chain, traders, which are international ones or Vietnamese ones, logistic players for barges, trucks, warehouses, and finally the main importers, which are factories producing the feed. So better coordination and also better transparency to know the different flow of products, together with a higher standards, which will give a better quality to the end consumer. Vietnam is still an emerging market, but in the coming years we'll cope and we'll try to compete in terms of logistics infrastructure together with more developed economies. So what we see is that the efficiencies will quickly come up. So the outlook of the next 5 years will be to really improve and get rid of all these inefficiencies that we're still seeing, together with higher-end logistics services. So from a logistic point of view, that's really the outlook of the next 5 years. I would say, yeah. So it's lots of very interesting challenges for people who are willing to work in logistics. Since there are still lots of things to be made. I don't know whether it was going to be your next question, but I would say first one is having common sense. It's very important whenever you're working in logistics that you see the big picture, and sometimes the complex problems can have easy solution. So that's the first one, common sense. The second one would be try to bring a realistic and easy solution to be implemented, because at the end the people who are really working on a day-to-day basis in logistics are workers at the ports, into the warehouse. So these people need to have really easy way to understand what you want to implement. You need to be also careful that what you're going to implement would be good for them in terms of security, in terms of environment, and also in terms of easiness of implementation. Another thing would be to be comfortable with figures. When you are in bulk, you are handling large amounts of volume. So of course data is very important. So having a data mindset where you can quickly analyze trends and see gaps or see opportunities of being more efficient or being more cost efficient, definitely also another key strength for working in bulk. And another also important, more personal skill would be to be able to easily communicate with people. It's a small industry. There are not hundreds of players, so you need to be comfortable to meet people, to make friends. I mean, at the end we all friends. We all get to know each other. Information is key also in this market, to know what are the trends on macroeconomic level, but also on microeconomic level within Vietnam. So it's a market where communication and meetings with the different partners are common.